Hi guys, and welcome back to the Isle. Now before we get into this video, I just want to give a really quick shout out to the Isle Primate. Now this is a new server which I'm going to start playing on, so if you guys want to see me on a server, please feel free to join the server. I'm going to link the server's name and all that in the description, and a link to the Discord. Right, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so this is the first skin we're going to be looking at. This is almost the panther skin of our 8 skins. I really like this skin. Personally, this is one of my favourite, if not my favourite skin. So if you ever see me coming on the server we're on now, I will probably be on this skin. Now this skin doesn't just look cool, it does serve quite a unique purpose. Now thanks to the big update we had a couple of months ago, we were introduced to the silver birch forest. Now a silver birch tree is what we're looking at now. It's a black and white tree, and they're quite numerous all over the map, and they're quite dense when you see them. As you can see now, it's almost like a big ball of twigs. Now I have designed this skin to be quite specialised to hunting in a silver birch forest environment. As you can see, I've made sure we've got quite a dotted and almost stripy look to the black and white on the lower half of the Giga's body. Now I personally think this blends in really well with the pattern on the silver birch forest and the contrast between black and white. If you're moving about quite slowly through the forest, I think it would be quite hard for someone to distinguish you from the black and white. Now this skin, when in the juvie and sub stages, is completely black and white. So this means that you can hide in these forests completely unseen. Now I know the orange would make the adult Giga quite easy to see in these forests, but you've got to bear in mind that when you're an adult Giga, you're not really trying to hide from big predators, you're the hunter. So, you know, having a little bit of orange on the adult Giga doesn't affect it that much, but you do want to be completely invisible when you're a sub and a juvie, and that's good because when you are in these sub and juvie stages, you are completely black and white, so you can hide in these silver birch forests really effectively. And then, you know, the skin won't just stay black and white the whole time. When you finally get to adult, you will have this really cool contrasting orange which stripes across the Giga all the way down the head to the tail and the back. Now once again, I really like this skin, but we have got 8 to show you guys, so I'm going to move on to the next skin. Alright guys, so this is the second skin. You might recognise this from a hunting video I did yesterday, but this is a really cool skin. Now I think this skin will be perfect for hunting in a forest. Once again, with the first skin, when you are a sub and a juvie, the predominant colours on the skin will be this leopard print. This means it's perfect for hiding in a brown forest or anywhere really that has fallen leaves. Now I just think this skin's really cool because I would have never thought of putting the blue against the black and almost this orange. When I was doing that, you know, the contrast it made was really cool. I didn't expect it to look this cool in the game. I really like it. I really like as well how the blue contrasts against the black on the face of the Giga. Now this skin is quite similar to the original Giga skin, apart from it does have this blue detail to it. Now when you're hiding in trees like this, you know, you can imagine it's quite easy to be camouflaged, especially when you're in dense foliage such as what we've got up ahead. You could just wait here, hide and wait for something, and as a sub and a juvie you'll be perfectly hidden. But if you walk up to trips with a Giga looking like this, it's just going to be so cool. And it doesn't look, you know, I see a lot of people going around with skins that look fake. You're thinking that could, you know, an animal could never have a skin like that, but I think this looks quite almost natural, and it could be, you know, especially for the male Gigas, because I know sometimes the males of the species tend to have a predominant, very bright colour on them. So maybe the female variant of the skin could not have the blue and maybe a brown or an orange as the detail. But I really like this skin. Alright guys, let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, so this skin is one of the more variant skins, I'd say. It's got a lot of different colours in it, but I really feel it works. Now such as the first skin, I have designed this skin to work well in the silver birch forest environment, but I also threw in a bit of brown and green, so hopefully it could work near enough anywhere. This is what I would say is probably the well-rounded skin. It's designed to work anywhere, whereas nearly all of the other skins are quite specialised. I'd be happy using this skin in any environment really, and I think this skin just looks so cool. I really like how you can vary these skins now and make your Giga quite personal and your dinosaurs. Now the underbelly of the Giga is this brown, so if you crouch down, especially in an uphill forest, some people, especially with the head being black, might just see this brown and think it's the base of a tree. Now that might sound a bit ridiculous, but when you are running through a forest, things just fly by, and you might not see them. So this does make this Giga quite good if you want to ambush prey, especially say if you're just crouched in this silver birch. You know, I'm just putting 2 silver birch now, and it's quite hard to see. You know, the head has got that green on it, so it's quite good for sticking your head in a bit of foliage. Because I know a lot of people hide in, say, trees, and your head does sometimes poke out, so having that green on there mixed with the black will help you to be a bit more hidden. Once again, the black and white, it might be a bit too contrasting, but at the end of the day, once you're an adult Giga, you want this skin to look cool. You know, you want to really almost show off you've made it to adult Giga. You don't want a bland, you know, almost camo looking skin, which a lot of people might go for because it's a safer option. But I feel like having this skin will keep you safe, but also give you a good end result. Like, I think this skin looks really cool. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comments below. At the end of this video, I am going to put all the skin palettes on the screen so you guys can see them all, and if you want, use them. But we're going to go on to the next skin, guys, so comment below which is your favourite skin so far, or if you don't like any so far, keep on watching for the next ones. Alright guys, so this skin I would say is quite traditional when it comes to camouflage. We've got that nice mix of green, black and browns, which, you know, really help you camouflage in with a forest environment. Now, like I did say in the last skins, sometimes it can be a bit boring and almost predictable to go with a skin like this. Now, it is extremely... The reason I called it traditional is because it's extremely effective. It's when you're a sub and a juvie, this skin will make you practically invisible. You'll be the perfect blend of colours to help you blend into any forest environment. Now, if you look here, when I go in here, if you can imagine the orange not being on the Giga as we are like a sub or a juvie, like we blend into the forest floor, the trees, the trunks, pretty much everything in the forest. So this is a perfect stealth skin to be in a forest with. Now, I did try to make this different by adding a splash of orange in, so you have orange on the head here. So when you are an adult, this skin will look a lot better. Now, it is becoming dusk now, so you can see with a bit of darker lighting, this skin does look a lot better and a lot harder to see. So you can imagine that when it's darker, this skin would be really useful to have. Now, you know, this skin, you will see a lot of people using their camouflage, so I have tried to make it a bit more different with the orange, but you know, you can't go wrong with camouflage. You can't have a top 8 skins and not have a camo skin in there, because it just works too well to not include. So for anyone who likes a typical or just it's gonna work skin, I'd recommend this one for you. Alright, let's go to the next skin. Alright guys, so you might have already seen this, but this skin is gonna be the kind of the looking cool skin. Now, this skin doesn't really blend in anywhere, and it's going to be an absolute hassle to get from sub to juvie and then up to adult. It's going to be really hard because you're going to be standing out. Yeah, maybe you're going to be blended into the silver birch, but there's a red on the belly, so I'm not really sure. But you know, sometimes it's hard work and it's going to pay off, because I think this skin looks really cool, and because it's so contrasting, I think that this skin is going to be unique. I don't think anyone else will have a skin like this purely because of how hard it's going to be to grow from juvie to sub to adult, because you're going to be standing out so much, so you're going to always be, you know, predators are going to see you very easily. But like I said, if you manage to get to adult, I really think this skin will pay off, because it looks really cool, really unique, and it's almost quite dramatic in the colour scheme. There's black, white, bright red, really rusty orange near the underbelly. I really like this skin. It's probably an acquired taste because it is very bold, and a lot of people think that it might be very hard to hunt with it, which it probably will. But you know, maybe if you're a really experienced owl player and you're looking for that extra challenge, this skin could help you get it. It's going to make hunting harder, but at the same time you're going to look really cool. You can imagine a skin like this standing over a Rex that you've just beaten in a 1v1, and it's going to look really cool. You know, this is almost like a battle skin, I'd say, for a player who's really experienced, or someone who just really wants to have a really cool skin at the end of the Giga cycle. I know I'm definitely going to try and get this. I will probably fail though, but it would be worth it if I got it. Alright guys, let's move on to the next skin. Alright guys, we're coming to the end of our list nearly now, so I did want to put a skin in which I thought could combat the traditional and maybe overused aspects of the camo skin. So I did try to make a skin that did still work as a all-round camo skin, but also look quite different. Now, you know, the difference isn't massive because you are quite restricted with the camo, especially with a map which is predominantly based of greenery and browns and colours like that. So I did try to make a lighter variant of this camo skin. Now, I really like this skin, to be honest. It almost reminds me of it looks like ash on a fire, and then mixed with browns and blacks, and that once again really bright orange on the head and the back and the tail. Now, it might not be as effective, this skin, but I do think it works, especially, oh, bit of lag in this forest, especially with you know, it works better with the silver birch and the normal trees. It's kind of like the bridge between the two forests. This skin works with both, and I feel like where the grass has dried up here and the ground's a bit barren, I think this skin works quite well there as well. Maybe it's not the best skin to have when you're exposed here because it's quite bright and light, but I still think it's a really good and effective camo skin. Now, you probably would want a bit more greenery in here, but I don't know, in this video I did try to stay away from the, I'm not going to say boring because everyone has their own taste, but maybe the overused colours. So I did try to make these skins quite unique, so if you guys end up using them, you're not all going to have a skin that's the same as the guy sitting next to you. Alright guys, just going to give a bit of a close up of this skin. So we do have a bit of a leopard style print, black, white, orange predominant colours, and I do like this skin. I do like it. It's not one of my favourites, but I do like it. Everyone has their own taste. So alright guys, let's move on to the next skin. Alright guys, so the skin we're looking at here is quite similar to the last skin, where it's quite bright, but this time we've kind of exchanged the specific aspects of the skin. Now, I think this skin would work very well in a coastal environment. Now, near the coast, in them lights by the coast, I think this skin would really be suited, because I don't know, it does look like if you saw a Giga living by a coast, I think that its skin would naturally evolve to look something like this. You know, we've got the lighter browns and the white, which could blend in with the sand, and the blue as well. It links to the water, but obviously there isn't a large area of beach on the map, so bearing that in mind, I did try to make this skin blend in with almost an open grassland. I did look at this this almost paler grass. I did try to make it quite similar and blend in with that. The white flowers, we've got the white on the skin, but I think that this skin would work quite well in an open grassland. Once again, when you're a sub and a juvie, this skin will be completely leopard skin, and it will have no blue on it, so it will be very camouflaged when you're the younger variant of the dinosaur. But once you're an adult, you don't want to be hiding, you want to be out there looking cool, so I did put this blue really contrasting to the rest of the colour scheme on the GIGA, so it does have something unique and makes it stand out from the crowd. Say you with, because I can see already that a lot of people tend to go for the black and red skins, and you know, if everyone's doing the same, it's okay, but you know, it's okay for you, someone having this skin, because you're going to stand out really well and your skin's going to look a lot better. But in general, if everyone's getting the same skin, sometimes it can be a little dull. So if people try and mix up and use these skins using lots of different colours, it's going to make everything look a lot cooler. I have seen some amazing skins, a lot better than the ones I've made in this video. So once again, if you think you've got a really good skin, feel free to put the colour palette down below. It doesn't have to be just for a GIGA, it can be for any dinosaur. I am thinking of making a series of doing this for every single dinosaur, so if you guys want to join my Discord and leave me the links there to your skins, that would be much appreciated. So I do like this skin. I like how the black, you know, it's quite, I think it's quite a universal skin. It could work in most places, but then again, in a dense forest, it is going to stand out a bit. But anywhere open, I think this skin will work quite well. Alright guys, let's move on to the final skin. Alright guys, so this is our final skin. Now, I did want to make this skin a battle skin. Something you could imagine a almost old battle hardened GIGA having. Now, this skin, once again, doesn't really specialise into any habitat or any environment to be camouflaged. This skin is purely meant just to look cool. Now, I have tried to use a lot of different colours. We've got the red underbelly, we've got the blue, the black, the orange and white on this GIGA. Now, I think the blend in the mix works quite well. The red underbelly, it looks, I know it looks quite aggressive, but then we've got the blue on top, which is really predominant, and then quite the typical characteristics of the GIGA, having this leopard print style with the orange. But then we have the white as well, which contrasts between the red and the orange of the skin. Now, like I was saying, this skin doesn't really blend in too well. I'm sure it could be used in a forest, blending quite well, but you know, you are going to get seen. But that is the aim of the game with this skin. You want to be seen, you want people to notice you. Makes hunting maybe a little bit harder, but if you manage to achieve a really good hunt with this skin, and when you're sitting next to, say, the food you've just got, it's going to look pretty cool. People are, I do think that if you've got a cool skin, it will deter people from attacking you, because I feel like it's almost in the games where the better you are, the better your skin gets. I really feel like this, you know, you design your own skins, it might become like this. The people with the more bold and bright skins who have managed to get to adult, people are going to think, oh, if he's managed to get to adult with a skin like that, I better not mess with him. That's what I would think anyway. So I did try and design this skin with that in mind, and I've tried to make it quite bright, really bold looking, almost aggressive. So I hope you guys like that. I do want to say once again a massive shout out to the Isle Primate. Without them, I couldn't have made this video. They've been a massive help. And I've really enjoyed working on their server. It's been a lot of fun. Everyone on there is really nice, and it's just a really nice up and coming server. It's very new and it does need more people to join. So once again, I'm going to link everything to do with this server in the description below. But you know, do join the server. You'll see me on there, playing there quite a lot, and I'm in the Discord quite a lot as well. So once again guys, I just want to say thanks for watching. At the end of this video, I'm going to leave the colour palettes, just going to scroll through them. But yeah, in the comments below, tell me what your favourite skin was out of the 8 I've done. Or if you didn't like them, tell me what your favourites are. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. We're nearly 1,000 subscribers, so you know, it's a big help to anyone who hasn't subscribed to please do so. Alright guys, thanks for watching.